Alright, so welcome into the GVT Football Show. My name is Impala Goma, Victor Gracious Hines, your host. And as always, it is a pleasure having you join me on this show. So today's a Friday and it is the start of the weekend. We'll be taking a look at the weekend preview and what big games you can look forward to this weekend in the domestic league footballing action. And then we'll be taking a look at European action as European football returned this past week with the UEFA Champions League and Europa League in full flow. So all that coming to you is this edition of the GVT Football Show. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Alright, so welcome back to the show once again. We'll start things off with Tuesday night and Wednesday night's footballing action. And I'm talking about the UEFA Champions League. And all the headlines were about Kylian Mbappe and Erling Halaand as they both start for their respective sides. Now we'll start things off on Tuesday night. Liverpool cruised to a comfortable 2-0 victory against RB Leipzig with Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane on the score sheet for Liverpool, snapping a 3-game losing streak in all competitions. And this is a step in the right direction for the Reds as we head into a pretty busy and critical part of the season where if you do not get the results right, then you're in danger of going trophyless and having a failed season. And in this case, Liverpool are left with only one major competition, and that is the UEFA Champions League that they have a realistic chance of winning. So from here on then, they have to get their results right if they have any chance, if they don't have any chance of getting their hands on any silverware this season. But with that being said, all the attention and all the focus was at the Camp Nou where PSG took on FC Barcelona, which ended in a 4-1 victory for the Parisians with Kylian Mbappe grabbing a hat-trick on the night at the Camp Nou, which sparked all kinds of conversations. Now, we start off with the game itself. Lionel Messi kicked off the scoring with a goal from the penalty spot, and it looked like FC Barcelona were bound to go the shocker on the night. However, PSG kicked into goal-scoring gear, and a few minutes after, Kylian Mbappe dispatched a wonderful goal after a close control in a crowded box, created space for himself before he blasted the shot into the roof of the net to make it 1-1 and leaving things on level terms after the first 45 minutes. But in the second half, it was all PSG who dominated. Kylian Mbappe made it 2-1 before Moise Kean with a wonderful textbook header from a set piece made it 3-1. And then in the final stages of the game, Kylian Mbappe, after wonderfully worked counter-attacking move by PSG, rounded off his hat-trick and rounded off the night for PSG, making it 4-1, leaving FC Barcelona, Messi and Ronald Koeman with a mountain to climb in the second leg. On the night, PSG were dominant, were stronger, and were more tactically brilliant and organized than FC Barcelona, who were helpless in all honesty, and even without Neymar in the game. But for PSG, wonderful step in the right direction. Last season's UEFA Champions League finalists, and this season they are making a stake that they want to go back to the final and try to win it this time. Could this be a case of a Liverpool story who lost against Real Madrid a season prior before they went on to win the UEFA Champions League the next season? But we'll be keeping close tabs on PSG for the rest of the competition, but they still have a second leg to be played, and they'll be played at the Parc de France against FC Barcelona, who, as I say, have a mountain to climb. But can they rely on the magic of Lionel Messi to dig them out of this hole, as they have so always done over the past couple of years? Now, on Tuesday night, Erling Halaand came close to achieving a similar fate as the Frenchman, but fell short by only one goal and scored a brace, of which that brace led Borussia Dortmund to a 3-2 victory against Sevilla. Now, after the game, Erling Halaand came out and said that watching the Frenchman score a hat-trick the previous night gave him free and extra motivation, and this sparked all kinds of conversations. And the main one being, is this the next Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi rivalry? And this time around, is it going to be Kylian Mbappe versus Erling Haaland for the years to come? Now, Kylian Mbappe at only 22 years old has already won a World Cup, a title that has over 100 professional goals to his name, and precise 141 goals, while for Erling Haaland at only 20 years old has 90 professional goals to his name and has scored 18 UEFA Champions League games in 18 UEFA Champions League goals in 13 games. Now, these are just insane stats for a 22-year-old and 20-year-old. Now, we all know that there will never be a rivalry as great as Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. But football is not leaving us empty-handed. We all know that the former are coming to their latter years or their twilight years of football. Ronaldo on his birthday said that he can't promise us any 20 more years, but he's going to give us 100% every time he steps out on the pitch. And that just shows that, you know what, he's thinking about it. He knows that time is coming and he's thinking about it. And Lionel Messi as well, his performances have dropped. He is still the alien magician that we know, but he is not the Lionel Messi of 4 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And we all know that coming to their end. But as I say, football is not leaving us empty-handed. We'll never see another rivalry as great as that, but I can assure you there's entertainment from these two coming in the coming years, and that I can assure you. So, on Wednesday night, rounding off the Uefa Champions League first round of games, round of 16, Cristiano Ronaldo, like his compatriot, was on the losing side as a terrible performance by Juventus leave them 2-1 down in the tie after they lost to Porto, and they have a bounce to climb as well in the second leg, which will be played after next week. So with that being said, that was the UEFA Champions League action for this past week, and next week we'll have a new set of teams participating in the round of 16 as well. Now with that being said, let's shift over to the Europa League. Europa League, we're in the round of 32, and there were plenty of fascinating results and games that got our attention. And we'll start things off with Real Sociedad against Manchester United, where Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Daniel James from the score sheet for Real Sociedad's side, giving them a 4-0 win and 4 away goals, giving them only 1 foot into the round of 16 after a wonderful performance. And Bremen will now label them favorites to want to try to win this competition. For Bukayo Saka, a 6th goal of the season and first in the Europa League, gave Arsenal a draw in Portugal against Benfica, and they'll have that vital away goal going into the second leg that will be played in London next week. Molde and Hoffenheim put out 3-3 draw. AC Milan drew 2-2 with Crevena Civada, while Napoli were losing side against Granada by 2-0. And all that and more was on show on Thursday night, as you can take a look for yourself. And with that being said, we're going to park the pass on European football for now, and we will return next week. And as of right now, let's switch our attention to the weekend preview and the domestic league footballing games coming up to your television screens this weekend. We'll start things off in the Premier League. Here's what you can expect from English football, first-time English football this weekend. Now, it starts off as early as Friday with Wolves will be taking on Leeds United, while Chelsea travel to the coast to take on Southampton, while Liverpool and Everton are on show in the Merseyside Derby this weekend. Liverpool have gone 23 matches unbeaten in the Merseyside Derby, while Everton, for the first time since 2016, will hope to go unbeaten in 8 consecutive Premier League games. Then Fulham take on Sheffield United on Sunday. West Ham United take on Tottenham, while Aston Villa play Leicester. And then we have that feisty game, that fiery game where Arsenal host Manchester City. 10th place Arsenal versus first place Manchester City. Now, in this game, we have to say that Manchester City have now gone 17 games unbeaten, with their latest victory coming over Everton during the midweek games, and you could say that they're more than likely to go on and win the Premier League, because they're now 12 points clear at the top of the table, and that is an absolute fit. And really, there's no one who comes close to Manchester City at this particular point in time. And they go up against an Arsenal side that has had a string of inconsistent performances in their last last 5 games. The last 5 games, they've won only 2 games in the Premier League, and their last 5 games in all competitions have only 1 victory. But on their day, Arsenal are magnificent to watch. You have youngsters like Emil Smith-Rowe, you have players like Bukayo Saka, you have Odegaard, and of course you have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who did score a hat-trick against Leeds United this past week. You have players who can score goals, but going up against a Manchester City defense that has the best defense in the league, I have to say that they have the work cut out. But nonetheless, it's going to be an entertaining game, and I love myself when Manchester City come up against Arsenal. Arsenal have not won against Manchester City since December 2015. Could that change this weekend? We'll only wait and see. Then, of course, Manchester United will be playing Newcastle United, running off Sunday night football. While on Monday, Brighton Hove Albion will be taking on Crystal Palace. Then looking at Spanish football and La Liga, we have Atletico Madrid hoping to extend their lead at the top of the table against Levante. We have Real Madrid taking on Real Valladolid. Valencia take on Celta Vigo. While on Sunday, Barcelona will hope to bounce back from that 4-1 defeat against PSG as they play Cadiz on Sunday night, whilst Real Sociedad play Alaves and Osasuna host Sevilla. Then off to Italy, we have the Milan Derby where Inter Milan take on AC Milan. It is first versus second. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top, and whoever does win that game will have a clear advantage as they march on towards trying to win the title and bring the trophy to Milan. Then Lazio take on Sampdoria, Juventus play Crotone on Monday, while Napoli take on Atalanta. Then over in German football, Frankfurt take on FC Bayern Munich, Mainz play Mönchengladbach, while FC Schalke take on Borussia Dortmund. Then RB Leipzig round up the big games against Hertha Berlin. So we have plenty of action coming to our television screens this weekend, and if you have anything to say on the UEFA Champions League action that just went by, then don't hesitate, comment in the comment section below, like if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. But as of right now, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys all next time. Have a great weekend.